Good evening, everybody. DSP here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 2nd of July, 2026, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. And I know that's weird because typically I would be here all through Friday. I'm off on Friday this week for very good reason. My Indivestance Day Marathon is Saturday, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But before we do, let's recap what was an absolutely, positively awesome day. How did today go? Well, it went pretty darn good, to be honest with you. We had a fun and chill Level 1 podcast where we recapped the whole week and we previewed this awesome marathon that I'll be doing on Saturday, but we tried to keep it short because I wanted to play a whole lot of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin with the path tracing mod on it. And we did. We played a good almost 3 hours of Dark Souls 2 today. There were ups, there were downs. There was pain and strife, and there was triumph. Let's talk about it. So, basically, the problem with Dark Souls 2 is that the game actually, early on, is frustrating as heck. Unless you have high ADP, but also you're balancing that with things like stamina and vigor and the stats you need for your weapon, the game can be unbearable. Especially the early parts. You're fighting multiple enemies all at one time. The enemies can hit you easily. You swing and miss constantly. It's kind of silly, to be honest with you. I remember distinctly that the further you get into Dark Souls 2, the easier it gets and the better it gets. But you have to get a good chunk in before that happens. So today I decided, well, we are in Majula, and we have many ways to go. First thing we did is we opened that manor or mansion, and we explored and got a bunch of optional items there, which was great. Then I said, you know what? Let's do Hyde's Tower of Flame. Now, might have been a bad choice because Hyde's Tower of Flame is for a little bit higher level than probably I am. But I said, I'll play the game before, let's do it. So here's the thing. We got to the first bonfire, okay? And I was able to kind of rush through it all to get to that first boss, who's the Dragon Rider. And the Dragon Rider boss is pretty much a pushover. Now, I made a mistake, and he knocked me off the platform, but then I went back and beat him on the second try. That unlocked the second bonfire in the area, and this really is the key bonfire that you want to go from if you're advancing or if you're going to backtrack and do the optional content. And herein lies the problem. The optional content is so annoying in Hyde's Tower of Flame because there's enemies everywhere. They all track on you and come after you, and once you kill the Dragon Rider, all those little knights get up. Remember, normally they were just sitting down. They all get up and come after you while you're still fighting the big black metal knights. So basically, it's like a double trouble, right? And yes, this is a place you can grind, but it's also frustrating because now all these knights are aggroing to you at once. I'm not kidding when I say it took me basically over an hour to finally get through the area, clear it all, kill that wyvern. And yes, I did fight the Ornstein boss fight. I think they call him the Old Knight or whatever, but it's Ornstein from Dark Souls 1. We did that fight, got all that optional content, and then we moved on, continued through all the way down to unlocking the No Man's War. And as soon as I saw that, I said, I remember No Man's War. This is like a nightmare area of the game. It's very difficult. I'm not going to do that now. We'll go back to it. So then I said, what will we do next? Well, let's drop down the well. Let's see what happens if we drop down the well. And that was tough because the well has multiple places you can go to drop down into. And I kept missing and dying. And, what I actually found, which is hilarious, right? Because I'm using the path tracing mod, it was easier to fall down the well with no torch than it was with a torch. Because the torch was such realistic lighting that when you looked down, you couldn't see what was below you with the torch. So I couldn't see the platforms. Without the torch, you could more easily see the platforms, which is actually realistic. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So the problem was I could fall down, but then if I fell all the way down, I didn't have a torch with me. And now I can't see because it's pitch black down there. With this path tracing mod, it's invisible. You can't see anything. So I flubbed around a bit. I did end up getting to the entrance of the Grave of Saints, I think it's called. And then I went even further down and flubbed it again. And I did actually get to the gutter entrance, but it was pitch black and I couldn't see and I died. So I said, I'm going to try this again, but I'm going to see, can I turn off the path tracing? And I can actually on the fly disable the path tracing lighting. When I did, I could see down there and I was able to get to the first bonfire of the gutter. Hallelujah. So now we got that unlocked, right? So I had all these options and I said, you know what? I think I distinctly remember that when I first played this, I did Lost Bastille first. So I said, you know what? I want to do Lost Bastille. Let's do it. So we went to Lost Bastille, and we got pretty good progress in it. It was actually a hilarious ending to the stream, where a troll who kept invading me all stream, followed me to Lost Bastille. And he was trying to kill me. Get this, how funny this is. We're near that wall where the blacksmith is hidden in Lost Bastille. And if you remember, you need to know to throw something that's explosive towards one of the pots near the wall. And if you do, it blows up and you get a shortcut to a bonfire and to the blacksmith. The troll who's trying to kill me accidentally blew it up and killed himself. You can't make it up. It was funny as hell. Everyone laughed. I hope that you'll give it a look. It was really, really funny. Check it out. It's the last part of Dark Souls 2 from today, and it was comedy gold. Okay? So there was great progress today in Dark Souls, and there was great support. Enough that we did, I want to say 4 or 5. No, it was 6 pack openings. That's right, for Pokemon cards on DSP Rips or DSP pack rips, and we also qualified for an Ascended Heroes opening. So 7 packs on that first stream, which is absolutely amazing support. Watch the DSP pack rips video for the outcome of that. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was fun. So that left us tonight for my late stream of TCG Card Shop Simulator with only 2 packs of the Abyss Eye Japanese card box left to open. But the good news is I still had that box of Chaos Rising cards from last week that we had stopped after 10 packs and we swapped to the Japanese this week. So we could open that box instead. So that's what we did. TCG Card Shop Sim tonight, great progress. We actually held our first ever tournament. I got the expansion back room and moved some of the tables back there so I had more floor space. I started to more actively open packs, and it was amazing. I got my humongous value pull tonight, the rarest rarity of card in the game. I got it tonight on the stream, and it was worth over $10,000, not yet graded. So you can imagine what that card will be like graded, okay? We made tons of money, good progress, basically. And I was told, you know, even though, yeah, we might have seen almost everything in the game, there's still more to do. People liked it. People came by and supported and enjoyed the chill vibe. So by the end of the night, there was another 4-pack openings. We did the final 2 of Abyss Eye, and then we did 2 Chaos Rising, and that's where we ended the week. And by the way, yes, I want you to watch DSP pack rips, but I'm just going to say we got another hit out of Chaos or out of Abyss Eye today. So from that Japanese box, we got Morpeko, the Armor Rouge, the new one from tonight that I won't spoil, but it was so good. Yes, it's on this Wall of Fame, okay? And then we had gotten that Black Bell. We had gotten the 2 Cannon. I think we had gotten another one. So I'm almost positive we got 5 to 6 hits out of that box. For the record, in the Japanese boxes, you're only guaranteed 4 hits. You're guaranteed 1 actually valuable card, like special illustration rare, and then you're guaranteed 3 illustration rares. We got like 6 out of the box. So that proves that these Japanese boxes can be great. It's not just about, oh, the guaranteed pulls and then it's a dud for the rest of the box. Not at all. You have a chance to still get great cards. So I really enjoyed it. I want people's feedback. Would you like to see more Japanese boxes? We are going to do Chaos Rising English next. Would you like to see more in the future? I personally would like to alternate. And please go watch tonight's DSP Pack Rips and leave comments. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinion. By the way, DSP Pack Rips is doing good. The videos are actually, in general, doing better views-wise than my playthroughs right now. So I know there's interest, okay? Excellent. So 2 well-supported streams, tons of packs open. I'm not here tomorrow. The reason being is because on Saturday is my huge marathon into Vestance Day. I need my day tomorrow to have off to go shopping, to prepare for the day, and I'm going to do just that. So tomorrow, I'm going to set up new animations. I'm going to set up new animations here, as well as playing for contributions. I'm going to set up a festive, patriotic light show, okay? I'm also going to be getting all my vests and hats out of the closet so they're ready to wear on Saturday, because Into Vestance Day is upon us, a marathon day where all we do is chill all day. I'll be drinking, having some Cutwaters and shots, all right? We're going to be talking and hanging out, and then we're going to start the closet clean out. It's going to be a mess because there's tons of crap in there I got to throw out, stuff I got to determine if I really need to keep it or not, because I want to basically organize the closet so not only do I have easy access to all of my gaming stuff, my setup stuff, but also my new Pokemon card collection and my classic games collection. It's buried in there, and last year we did a closet clean out and never even got to it. So this year, We're going to go through it. We're going to document each game. We're going to figure out what the value is online. It's going to be very, very fun. Plus the booze and food. And the reason it's called Indivestance Day is that for every $50 of support that I get, you're going to vote live on if you see a new hat or vest. Basically, you're going to vote on which one, and I'm going to put it on and wear it for like 30 minutes. And then basically every time we hit another milestone, another vote for another hat or vest. Okay? So that's going to be ultra fun. And big giveaways. I have a ton of Pokemon digital card codes that I will be giving out over the course of the marathon. And I have 10 gifted memberships that I'll be giving out over the course of the marathon on YouTube. So freebie give outs during Indivestance Day if you're into Pokemon or if you're into just, hey, getting a free membership, be there. It's going to be a great day. Okay? Now, there will be no Pokemon card openings on Indivestance Day. Why? Because it wouldn't make sense. The whole idea is the milestones to put on hats and vests and be silly and reminisce about the past when I used to do the hats and vests on my streams. So this is the one day a year to do that. We're going to do Pokemon cards all the other days. All right. So no Pokemon card openings on Indivestance Day, but there will be silly fun. There'll be hijinks, cleaning the closet, game documentation, and more. Great day coming up. I hope you'll join me on Saturday. If you're not into any of that, come back on Sunday. We'll do a level 1 podcast, more Dark Souls 2, and the conclusion of Resident Evil Code Veronica X on that late stream. Everyone, thank you so much for an amazing streaming week. I will see you all on Saturday for Indivestance Day. Have a safe Friday. Peace out. Have a good night.